Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Now, if you create content, you definitely know the exact painful phenomenon we're about to discuss. You pour hours and hours into a project, you upload it, and initially, the views start rolling in. You're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, this is it. This is the one that's going to go incredibly viral. But then, inexplicably, the whole thing just completely stalls. The views freeze. No way, right? Well, today we're going to learn exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it by reviving those dead views. So be honest, have you ever watched your views completely flatline after just 48 hours? It is an absolutely brutal shared pain point among creators. You think you've got a hit and then boom, you hit a literal brick wall after 2 days. But I really want to assure you right now, this is not random, it is not bad luck, and you are definitely not alone in this. There are very specific mechanical reasons behind this 48-hour flatline, and we're going to map out exactly how to bypass it. All right, to fix the illness, we kind of need an accurate diagnosis first, right? So we define a dead video not as a shadow ban, no. It's simply a seemingly successful upload that abruptly stops getting impressions because it failed a hidden algorithmic test threshold. The system didn't ban you, it just stopped pushing you. It's essentially a failed test. And hey, the good news is tests can be retaken. Okay, let's dive straight into this. Here's our exact roadmap for today. First, the 48-hour flatline. Second, YouTube's secret testing phases. Third, immediate fixes for CTR and AVD. Fourth, building infinite content loops. Fifth, promotional posts and evergreen content. And number 6, cross-platform tactics. Section 1, YouTube's secret testing phases. Let's get into how the algorithm actually works. I want you to think of YouTube testing your videos kind of like levels in a video game. In test phase 1, YouTube takes your video and shows it to a small group, mostly your subscribers and viewers with similar interests. It's strictly monitoring their behavior. Are they clicking? How long are they watching? Are they liking, commenting? If you pass those metrics, boom, you level up to test phase 2, which is a wider audience. If it performs well there, you level up again to massive global reach. But if you perform below average in phase 1, the algorithm just assumes people aren't interested. Your impressions drop, your views flatline, and well, game over, at least for now. Now we gotta consider this somewhat harsh reality. Small channels completely lack audience patterns. You might be wondering why massive million-subscriber channels never seem to face this flatline issue. Well, it's because big channels have established deeply ingrained audience patterns. The algorithm already knows exactly who is going to watch their content. Small channels, they just don't have that luxury. There's no historical pattern for the algorithm to rely on, so it literally has to guess. And honestly, sometimes it guesses wrong. It shows your video to the wrong initial audience, which causes you to fail test phase 1 completely unfairly. Section 2, immediate fixes for CTR and AVD. Let's talk triage. So let's contrast the two main illnesses here. If your click-through rate is low, specifically below that crucial 4 or 5% mark, you need to change your title and thumbnail immediately. Why? Because making a small change triggers a micro-test in the algorithm. It practically forces the system to put your video back into the testing phase. Pretty cool, right? On the flip side, if your average view duration is low, a flashy new thumbnail isn't going to save you. A low AVD means viewers are clicking but then leaving, which means for your future content, you absolutely have to diagnose your hooks, your editing, and your pacing. And this brilliantly illustrates a golden rule we all need to live by. Every video leaves a lesson in YT Studio. You literally have to look at your retention graphs. If there is a massive drop right at the beginning, guess what? Your hook is weak. If they're bailing in the middle, your pacing's probably too slow. But if there is a sudden spike, you better go watch that exact timestamp to see what you did right. Decoding your past videos is truly the only way to ensure your future videos actually survive those testing phases. Section 3, building infinite content loops. Okay, there are 3 absolutely critical pieces to this content loop strategy. First up, end screens. Look, most creators do this entirely wrong. They just casually talk at the end of the video while some random thumbnail pops up. Don't do that. Instead, purposefully pose a problem at the very end of your video and make the linked video the exact solution to that problem. Second, use cards to drop suggestions for your dead videos up in the corner when it's relevant to what you're saying. And third, use playlists for your series. If someone watches part 1, the playlist automatically pulls them into part 2. You're essentially building a life support system, creating a seamless chain reaction of views. Moving right along to Section 4, external boosts, or as I like to think of them, defibrillators. If your video is basically dead on arrival after 2 days, You need to create a community promotional post. Community posts operate on a totally different algorithm. They have massive, almost unlimited reach compared to standard long-form videos. But listen, you can't be boring here. You gotta follow the 3 steps of the promo post anatomy. 1, give the audience a relatable reason to even care. 2, spark immense curiosity. And 3, provide the link along with some real visual suspense, maybe like a dramatic, slightly out of context screenshot from the video. You are literally using this post to force viewers back into your video's funnel. Now, let's take a second to compare trending versus evergreen content. Trending topics, things like pop culture reactions, they get massive short-term views for sure, but they die completely the second the trend ends. Evergreen content, on the other hand, like a how to edit videos tutorial, might get slower initial views, but it pulls in continuous permanent long-term views because it's so heavily favored by search. The real trick here is making sure your titles and thumbnails for those evergreen videos remain visually timeless so they don't look super outdated months or even years down the road. So the absolutely crucial point is this. You must deliver on the promise. To keep viewers satisfied enough so they actually wait for your next upload, you have to be consistent. If your video starts out by promising to solve problem A, it has to end by solving problem A. I've seen so many videos just casually drift off into problem Z halfway through, and it totally frustrates the audience. A frustrated audience never returns, which permanently harms your channel's future algorithmic testing phases. Just don't do it. And finally, Section 5, Cross-Platform CPR and External Traffic. Okay, here is an incredible cross-platform tactic you need to start using. When you share a dead video over on Instagram stories, do not just paste the standard YouTube link. A standard link opens inside Instagram's native browser, where users almost definitely aren't logged into YouTube. This means they can't easily like, comment, or subscribe. Instead, you gotta use deep links from tools like OpenIn-App or LinkedIn. This literally forces the video to open directly in the native YouTube app on their phone, where engagement is completely frictionless. Also, definitely utilize YouTube Shorts by directly attaching links to your long-form dead videos right on the short itself. It's a real game changer. Well, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? The hidden testing phases, micro-tests, content loops, promo posts, and deep linking. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. What is the one lesson your YT Studio Analytics dashboard is begging you to learn today? Seriously, the data is sitting right there waiting for you. Open your studio, diagnose those flatline videos, apply these 7 revival techniques, and bring your channel back to life. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.